Thank you all so much for joining us today. Today we'll be painting a daffodil. And the reason why I chose to paint this today is because they've been popping up in my garden along with the tulips, because spring is here. And with the yellow colors of the daffodil, it just makes everybody feel nice and sunny and good. So we are painting outside today because it's a nice and sunny day. So if the sun moves or whatnot, I'll try to do my best to adjust the camera as we go. But let's get started. The colors that we would be using today is green, white, and yellow. I will, as well as a little bit of a lilac or lavender purple. And I will be telling you the shades that I'm using as we go and as I use them. So go ahead and grab a canvas for this one. It doesn't matter if you have a rectangular one or a square one or which size you have. I just grab this one because it's what I have at home right now, honestly. So the first thing we're going to do is paint the background in a little bit of a lilac or lavender, a light purple color. How about that? And as always, you want to have a little bit of a paper towel to help with drying your brushes better. I'm gonna use this large flat brush because it's gonna go quickly for me to paint this. So I'm not really having too much shades on this one. I'm just going to paint it all in the lavender color. So let's do that and then let it dry. And when your lavender or lilac, light purple background dries, we'll be back. I'm also going to paint my edges, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. Alright, my lovelies. So now when your painting or your background's ready to go, where you're ready to paint, I'm gonna do two of them, one here facing us and one here facing the side. So I'm gonna start with the one up here right now, or at least that's the plan, to do two of them, but we'll start with one right now. So I'm gonna start with the actual flower, and the stem would be the last thing that I paint. So I'm going to take a tiny bit of this apricot orange and just put it in the middle, and around that I'm going to use the golden sunset. It's kind of a darker yellow, almost like mustard-like. So here's the apricot on a tiny little brush, and I'm just gonna use it to make a circle in the middle. Now if you need to, go ahead and pull up a picture of a daffodil. I'm honestly, because like I said, I've been growing around in the garden with the tulips, I'm honestly just looking out into the garden for this. And some of them are yellow, some of them are white, but we're gonna make both of ours yellow today. So there's that, just a little bit of the apricot. And I'm not actually gonna put my brush in water, I'm just gonna wipe it off on the paper towel and grab that golden sunset with the same brush and go around it. But since this part does not look straight for me, I'm kind of gonna give it like a starry shape like that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and paint it in. And I'm not really too worried about making everything even, because nothing is perfect in life, and nature is not perfect either, it's beautiful. And so with another smaller brush, but a flat-headed brush, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take bright yellow, and I'm going to put 6 petals around that. So I'm actually just gonna draw the outline right now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 would be right there. So I'm going to go ahead and paint that in the bright yellow, and then I will come back with a little bit of apricot or the gold and do a little bit of detailed work. So let's just paint it with the yellow for now inside of it, and then we'll come back to do it together. Alright, my darling, so while it's drying, I'm actually gonna start painting the stems, because for the flower that points that way, it will be a lot easier for us to paint the flower after the stem. So I'm going to go ahead and use this Kelly green with a little bit of a mix of the Christmas green, and I'm always using the apple barrel paint with all of this paint. So I'm just gonna take it and go down, just like that. Not even thinking about it too much, just take it and pull it down. And then the other one, I'm gonna get it coming out of here, but I'm just gonna curve it just a tiny bit. I'm gonna rinse my brush off because it's the one that I've been using for the gold yellow as well as the orange. So I'm gonna just take a little bit of the gold yellow and just on top of it draw like a tear almost, if you will. And then we're gonna take the bright yellow brush and we're just gonna, well, I guess I will dry it off first. That would be helpful. We're just gonna send some leaves out. Not too many, just a few out. and we'll paint that in as well. It's okay if they get blended together a little bit or mixed up a little bit, that's okay. Put another one right there. Alright. So now we're gonna go back and get a little bit more gold yellow and just tiny bits up front like that, all the way to the edge. We're not gonna have any orange on this one. Just like that. I'm going to just make my tear come back a little bit more. So we'll let this dry and I will come back and do a little bit of detailed work on the leaves or on the petals. Now the reasons why I'm not painting any leaves with it is because my daffodils in the garden don't have any like little leaves like some of the other flowers do. So I just am not going to worry about it too much. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit of orange and a tiny bit of the gold yellow and just kind of go around in a couple of the leaves or petals. I don't know why I can't remember the word petals today. Kind of go in the edges and kind of just give it a little and then we'll do the same thing over here to this little one. So there it is. There's our daffodil pictures. If you tried this and changed the background or did a white one, or if you try this in general, just take a picture and put it in the comment box or in the comment area. Let me see what you did. I hope you all enjoyed this. Have a wonderful and blessed rest of your day. Thank you for watching.